You know, you said this is a Biden bill, and really no Biden bill would not cut Medicaid in any way. And so there we have it, where people in the Republican Party are also upset about something that Biden would be upset about. We all knew this was coming, though. The bromance was going to break up between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It was just a matter of time. And so we're kind of seeing that play out with two strong personalities. They were on the same page for free speech. They were on the same page for deregulation. They were on the same page after culture wars and things that they didn't like. But we see now that they're an opposite spectrum when it comes to financial visions for the future of the country. And that's problematic, since the Republican Party is largely made up of people who are voting that consider themselves fiscal conservatives. So, you know, Elon Musk came here and he was considered like the chief financial officer of America. He came here to do what no one had done as a big, powerful outsider that knew finances, knew money, and was going to get our budget down. And it's hard to promote budget discipline within the Republican Party, but then have a bill that's going to up our deficit in the trillions. And I think that also Elon Musk is grappling with the fact that his legacy might be completely in vain. The Department of Government Efficiency, now that none of the things that he wanted to do are codified into law, now that there's complete silence when Marjorie Taylor Greene goes to the party and asks, hey, how are we going to make these cuts official? And everyone's silent. And then they're passing this bill simultaneously. It looks like the Republican Party is completely in disarray, because there's two major different ideas about how to handle our economy, how to handle our budget, how to handle the deficit. And that has to be a top priority for what people ran on. People voted for Donald Trump, but also were appreciative of Elon Musk saying, come in, let's take a look at our federal budget and what we can cut here, what's wasteful spending. They always talk about fraud and abuse. So to bring this new deficit higher almost contradicts every single thing that he was in office for. Why do we waste taxpayer dollars on the Department of Government Efficiency?
It is outrageous, frankly. The Republican leadership, they are lying to their voters. Republican leaders are lying to Republican voters about what is in this bill and what they are going to accomplish. A few principled, limited government, America First conservatives are speaking out, and for that they're being attacked by the leadership of their own party. For daring to admit the emperor has no clothes, this will grow the deficit, this is not consistent with what we ran on, and we have no excuse this time, because
and it's not like don't add up.
It's not like a divided, it's not like, well, we have the House and they have the Senate, or vice versa, so we have to come to some compromise, the usual BS excuse we hear. They have no reason to do that, or there's a hostile president and they'd veto cuts. No, Republicans have control, they can do what they ran on, and they just won't do it, and their voters will hate them for it and punish them for it. I hope they deserve to get punished. And instead it's the other way, where they're calling out the few lone voices who are daring to point out that this does not accomplish what we set out to do. It is outrageous to me, absolutely outrageous.
And I think part of the problem is that some members of the GOP are relieved that Elon Musk is out the door, because he, had this.
Because he was calling them out.
And
say, we're going to actually reduce government spending, we're going to fire government employees, we're going to cut down departments. And they're like, oh, wait, we're actually going to do it? Oh, no, I'm not on board with that. I just wanted to talk about doing it. I wasn't ever actually going to do it. That's what we're finding out.
I'm happy you can call a spade a spade. Is President Trump profiting from his time in power? Well, Don Jr. defends his dad. That's up next.